Find angle Y below. Now, for us to find angle Y in this circle geometry, what we need to do first is to find this angle here. Now, this is a straight line. This is a straight line. And the sum of angles on a straight line is 180. So if this is 126, then to get this other angle here, we're going to say 180 minus 126. And that will give us 54 degrees. 54 degrees. So this angle is 54 degrees. Now, the next thing I want us to look at is that from point A to B, or from point A and B, I have two lines from A, one from A coming to the center of the circle, and another line from B going to the center of the circle. Together, they form this angle here at the center. And then in the same way, from point A and B, the same A and B, I have another line moving from A to the circumference of the circle. And from B, a line moving from B to the circumference of the circle. And together, the two lines form this 54 degrees. So in such a situation where you have points coming from the same, lines coming from the same points, and a pair of the line goes to the center of the circle, and another pair goes to the circumference of the circle, what you should know there is that angle at the center is twice that at the circumference. That angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So if this is 54 at the circumference, to get the one at the center, we simply multiply the one at the circumference by 2. So 54 times 2 will give us 108 degrees. 108 degrees as the angle at the center. Now, we can now use this triangle ABO. Don't forget, this line from the center of the circle to the circumference is a radius of the circle. In the same way, the line from this center to the circumference here is also a radius of the circle, telling us that this line BO, which is the radius, is equal to the line AO, which is also the radius of the circle. And then we can now conclude from there that this triangle is an isosceles triangle. Triangle ABO is an isosceles triangle. So we should remember that the base angle of an isosceles triangle are equal. Don't forget, any isosceles triangle now, the base angles are equal. So what you just need to do there is to subtract 108 from 180. So in order to get each of these base angles, what you just need to do is to say that 180 minus this vertical angle here, which is 108, and whatever you get, divide it equally into 2. That will give you each of the base angle. So 180 minus 108 is going to give us 72. And by the time we divide 72 by 2, we are going to get 36 degrees. So that tells us that this angle is 36 degrees, and this other base angle is also 36 degrees. By the time you add 36 plus 36 and 108, you are going to get 180, which is sum of angles in a triangle. Now, this double mark is not there for fancy. It has a reason why it is there. This double mark here and here, double mark here, shows that these two angles are equal. So if this is 36, that means this angle is also 36 degrees because they are equal. This mark here shows that they are equal. So this is 36 degrees. Then now you agree with me that since we already have the value of this angle as 36, then getting the value of y is simple. There's just a short method. Many of you already by now know the short method that we can use to get the value of y. But let me prove the short method to you before I explain it. Now, for us to apply that short method, let me logically show you how that short method is obtained. Now, if I trace a line from the center of this circle to this circumference, you agree that the line I just traced now is a radius of the circle. That is a line from the center to the circumference. That is also a radius of the circle. Then you agree with me now that this is an isosceles triangle. This is an isosceles triangle. Why is it an isosceles triangle? The two sides are equal, r. This side is radius and this side is also radius. So it's an isosceles triangle. Two sides are equal. And then the base angle of an isosceles triangle are equal. The base angle are equal. So that tells us that this angle here will be equal to this angle. This is 36. So this other base angle will also be 36. Don't forget, I'm using triangle BOC. Triangle BOC. And so this angle here is 36. And then coming back to this other triangle here, don't forget this is the radius of the circle, and this line is also the radius of the circle. So it means triangle ACO is also an isosceles triangle. Hope you have seen that. Triangle ACO is also an isosceles triangle because these two sides are equal, radius line, and this is also the radius line. So these two sides are equal. And so if this base angle here is y, then you also agree with me that this second base angle will also be y. Hope you have seen that. This is the base angle, angle y. So this second base angle of this triangle, don't forget I'm using triangle ACO now. Triangle ACO. That's the triangle I'm using. So this base angle here will also be y because the base angle of an isosceles triangle are equal. So this is y as well. So you now see that the short method I talked about earlier is that once you have the angle at the circumference at this top, you agree with me that the sum of these two angles now, which is simply y plus 36, y plus 36, the sum of these two angles, which is what I've shown here. You can see the two angles coming to this circumference as y and 36. So this 36 and this y are also on this side. So the rule I simply state there is sum of adjacent base angles. Sum of adjacent base angles of two isosceles triangles. That is the rule that you can just state. Sum of adjacent base angles of two isosceles triangles. So you can see now that their base angles have come together. Adjacent base angles side by side now. So y plus 36 is simply this whole of this angle, which is 54 that we got before. So it's equal to 54. So anytime you have an angle at the circumference here, and you have two other angles at these edges here, what you just need to know is that the sum of these two angles is a very shortcut method. The sum of these two angles will give you this one at the circumference. That is what I've written down now. Y plus 36 is 54. And you can see how I prove it logically, because they are now adjacent base isosceles triangle, base angle of isosceles triangle. So that finally we now have y is equal to 54 minus 36. And 54 minus 36 will give us 18 degrees. So the value of angle y is 18 degrees as the final answer. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and join for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.